Hey guys, I'm Trey, and today I'm gonna do the top 5 books to movie tag. So the first book that I would really like to be turned into a movie is Dead of Night by Jason Mayberry. I read this book a while ago, and it's a zombie book, but I really, enjoyed it when I read it. I read it in like one setting. And I really like the twist on it that instead of like them being just like zombies, it was from like part of it was from their point of view. Like the people were still stuck inside the brains and they could think and everything, but they couldn't control the bodies. The second book I'd like to see turned into a movie, and it could be, but I've never heard of it. I read this in my Spanish class. I actually had to read it in Spanish, but I have an English version of it too, which is City of Beasts by Isabel Allende. And I truly enjoyed this book, although I hate to read it in Spanish. But that's what you get for taking Honor Spanish 3 and 4 and then AP. But I really enjoyed this. It was about like a boy who goes with his grandma to the Amazon, and they were looking for some unknown beast. I can't remember the name of it in the book, but it was basically like the equivalent of the Yeti, and they come to find out, like, they find him, and he meets this girl, Nadia, and it was just a really good book, although, it had its moments, but it was a good book, and I'd like to see him turn it into a movie. Next book I would like to see turn into a movie is the Crank series by Ellen Hopkins. I have the first one as well, obviously, but I lent it. A friend's currently reading it. I really love the book, although it was a love-hate relationship, because as I read this, I almost wanted to throw it across the room, but I truly liked it. Only thing that I would see being difficult is her writing style. Like, I don't know if you can see that, but that's like pretty much the whole book, and I'm actually rereading this one at the moment. I really enjoyed the series, and it was pretty good. Next book I'd like to see turned into a movie is Enclave by Anna Guire. I should know how to pronounce her name since it's Spanish. But I really like this book. I read it when it first came out, and I had just picked it up off the shelf and didn't know nothing about it. And I was like, well, it could be something. And I didn't realize that there was a sequel, which I just got like a month or two ago, and it's in my to-be-read pile. But I'd really like to see them turn this into a movie. It's about people in an enclave, and it's like post-apocalyptic, and there's like these... I think they're like zombie-like creatures, and the people fight them, and all this, and the girl comes to find out that there's a world outside. But the book I would like to see turned into a movie is The Program by Suzanne Young. I just recently read this month, and I actually had a review for it, but I live in North Carolina where Tropical Storm Andrea just came through, and when I was filming like 15 minutes worth and editing, the power went out, and I lost everything, and now I have to redo it, and it's not the most exciting task at hand. But I really enjoyed this book, and I'm pretty sure that there's going to be a sequel, because when I looked it up, you know how like they have in parentheses, like if it's a series like Marissa Meyer's Cinder, I think it says the Lunar Chronicles series or something like that. So this has program number 1 beside it, so I'm assuming. But I really like to see them do this into a movie, especially since suicide is a big deal with teens. Alright guys, that's my top 5 books to movies. So yeah, there's nothing more else to really say about it. My first tag. Win!